The highest peak of Runeterra rises defiantly toward the sky. This is Mount Targon. The mountain is not merely composed of stone and rock. It is a place of legend, worship, and trial. Its peaks are shrouded in clouds, a place where mist and sunlight constantly dance. Each morning, as the first rays of the sun strike the snow-covered summits, the stones of the mountain glimmer like gold and silver. Targon is one of the most sacred and simultaneously most dangerous regions of Runeterra. Every traveler approaching it confronts not only the height and cold but also the presence of an ancient power. Let us begin at the foothills. The lower slopes of Targon are covered with the darkest green. These forests resemble both enchanting and perilous fairy tale realms. As trees stretch toward the sky, light filters through the branches, falling in patches to cover the ground like a golden carpet. Yet beneath the beauty, nature has its own rules. Silence can be broken in an instant, echoing with the cries of hunting animals and the crash of rocks carried by the wind. Navigating these forests requires not only physical strength but also mental focus and intuition. The lower slopes of Targon are guarded by beings that protect the mountain's secrets and ancient magic. As the mountain rises, the air grows colder and oxygen thinner. The paths are rocky and rugged. Sometimes narrow passages wind between stones, sometimes travelers walk along thin stone bridges at cliff edges. Every step is both a challenge and a test. Those approaching the summit test their courage and determination, for Targon is not merely a physical mountain but also a spiritual trial. Its stones and shadows carry the memories of past heroes, gods, and stars. Every rock tells a legend, every misty passage holds a secret. The summit of Targon, beyond the clouds, is the closest point to the stars. At this altitude, the sky feels so near that human eyes seem able to touch the stars. Yet this is not an ordinary mountain peak. It is the realm of gods and ancient powers. Those who reach the summit gain not only physical triumph but also spiritual enlightenment, the chance to pass a trial, and contact with ancient wisdom. Here, between sky and stone, there is an energy. The whisper of the wind, the flickering light of stars, and the silent hum from the mountain's depths form Targon's magic. At the summit, there are ancient temples and sacred structures. These buildings were constructed not only for worship in ancient times but also to communicate with ancient powers. Symbols engraved in the mountain stones track the movements of stars and planets. Each symbol represents a ritual, a legend, or a source of power. Travelers do not only pray in these temples, they also feel the guidance of the stars, the wisdom of the mountain, and the trials of ancient powers. Every moment spent here makes a person feel both small and grand, for Targon is both a teacher and an examiner. Completing the mountain's fairy tale aspect are the heroes who live here and visit. Leona, Taric, Pantheon, and others embody Targon's sanctity and danger. Leona's armor glimmers with sunlight, reflecting golden hues on the stones. Every step symbolizes protection and power. Taric connects with the energy of the stars, unraveling the secrets of the sky to protect both the island and Runeterra. Pantheon undergoes trials atop Targon's summit with his warrior spirit. Each move demonstrates both the mountain's might and his own determination. These heroes not only reveal Targon's secrets but also test and guide those who come here. The nature surrounding Targon can be described like pages from a fairy tale book. Forests at the mountain's base, mist-covered valleys, thin bridges along cliffs, and stone walls rising toward the summit turn every step into a scene. When wind hits the stones, it produces music as if the mountain wants to tell its story. At night, stars and moonlight illuminate its surface. Shadows stretch, accentuating the mountain's mysterious lines. Targon tells a different story each season. In spring, melting snow reveals flowers and moss, summer reflects mysterious lights through the mists, and winter's snow-covered peaks are both cold and enchanting. At the summit, the presence of stars and ancient powers is most apparent. Those who reach this height test not only their physical limits, but also their spiritual boundaries. Every step is both a discovery and a ritual. The traveler, feeling as if walking above the clouds, meets the stars eye to eye, sensing both their own smallness and connection to the universe. The mountain stones are filled with ancient spells and symbols. Each stone whispers stories of heroes who once lived here. Targon's most fascinating feature is that these ancient powers are always alive. The energy at the summit, filled with starlight, is both a trial and a gift for all who arrive, not only for heroes. This energy is both dangerous and enchanting. A wrong step can affect both body and spirit. Targon is more than a mountain in Runeterra. It is a teacher, an examiner, and a living character of a fairy tale. The paths from the foothills to the summit tell a different story at every step. Trees, stones, mist, and starlight dance together, both frightening and enchanting travelers. Every hero faces their own trial along this journey. Only those with courage, determination, and wisdom pass. Targon transforms travelers both physically and spiritually. Those who leave here gain strength not only from height but from inner enlightenment. And this is Mount Targon, the highest peak of Runeterra, the center of ancient powers, the home of heroes, and the living pages of a fairy tale. Every visitor feels both danger and magic. They take their trial and touch ancient wisdom. The mountain is not just stone and snow. It symbolizes hope, courage, and ancient knowledge. The summit of Targon is one of Runeterra's most magnificent, enchanting, and fairy tale-like locations. Every step tells a legend, and every shadow holds a secret. The secrets of Mount Targon are not hidden only in its summit or stones. Its ancient past and sky-reaching structures each carry their own story. The energy rising from the mountain's depths is a trial not only for heroes but for all of Runeterra. Here, the connection with stars affects the flow of time and the rhythm of life. Each night, as the sky fills with stars, light strikes the mountain stones. Between light and shadow, a magical dance begins. This dance is felt not only with the eyes but with the soul. A traveler who reaches the summit, merging with the energy of the stars, experiences both physical and spiritual transformation. At the center of this transformation lies the conflict between solar and celestial forces. Mount Targon is a keystone for Runeterra's balance. The star energy rising here symbolizes both good and darkness. Stars grant power and responsibility to heroes, yet in the wrong hands, this power can bring disaster. The ancient rituals here can only be deciphered by those with wisdom and courage. Symbols engraved in temple stones change according to the positions of the stars. Performing the correct ritual reveals Targon's secrets and protects Runeterra. Leona is the light of these secrets. Her armor, empowered by the sun, merges with the mountain's stones. Every step symbolizes both protection and challenge. Leona is not only a hero but also the spirit of Targon. Her paths illuminated by sunlight disperse shadows in the mist and help revive ancient rituals. Every action carries both power and wisdom, for Mount Targon is not only a physical height but also a spiritual trial. Pantheon represents the warrior spirit. As he ascends, crossing stone bridges and narrow passages, every step is a test. When Pantheon's spear glows with star energy, it repels threats emerging from dark shadows. Yet this battle is not only against enemies. It is also a fight with his own fears and limits. Mount Targon tests every hero, and only those who pass with courage, determination, and wisdom can harness the star energy in their favor. Taric brings the wisdom of stars to humans. When he touches the mountain stones, the secrets of past and future are revealed. In the temples, he connects with the stars, deciphers ancient rituals, and directs energy rising to the sky. Without Taric's guidance, reaching Targon's summit is nearly impossible. He is not only a hero but also the heart of Targon, a guide who understands the mountain's secrets and the energy of stars. In the depths of Targon, ancient star spirits await. They serve both as warning and trial. Travelers encountering these spirits test not only their physical abilities but also their spiritual balance. The spirits merge with the ascending energy, guiding only those who approach with the right intentions. Approached with dark thoughts or wrong intentions, these spirits trap travelers in their own shadows. Thus, Mount Targon becomes one of Runeterra's most dangerous and ancient regions. The mountain stones are not merely hard rocks. Each carries an ancient story. The journey to the summit unfolds like the pages of a fairy tale. Among mist, shadows, and starlight, travelers confront their own pasts. Every step is a trial and a discovery. The fairy tale aspect of this mountain is hidden not only in its nature but also in the stories of its heroes. Leona's courage, Pantheon's determination, Taric's wisdom, all converge to protect Targon's secrets and maintain the balance of Runeterra. As one approaches the summit of Mount Targon, the energy between sky and stone is felt more intensely. At the peak, temples and ancient structures intertwined with stars are visible. Each temple is the center of a trial and a source of wisdom. Reaching here requires not only physical strength but also spiritual preparation and the ability to attune with star energy. Travelers who arrive hear an ancient melody from the depths of the sky. This melody is both a warning and a guide. Targon's atmosphere tells a different fairy tale each season. In spring, melting snow reveals flowers and moss. Mysterious lights reflect among the mists. In summer, the sky is brighter and stars appear closer. Each light carries a message. In winter, snow-covered peaks provide both a cold and enchanting view. Every step is both perilous and magical. In autumn, wind strikes the stones and the rustle of leaves recalls an ancient melody. Each season presents a unique face of Targon. Each journey becomes a unique fairy tale. And the greatest secret of Mount Targon is the power of celestial energies, which affect the fate of Runeterra. The star energy here symbolizes both good and darkness. In the right hands, it protects Runeterra. In the wrong hands, it brings disaster. Therefore, Targon is not only a mountain but also a fortress that preserves Runeterra's balance, a teacher, and an examiner. Every hero, traveler, and spirit must understand and protect this balance. The legends of Mount Targon serve not only heroes and travelers but all the people of Runeterra. Its height, sky-reaching stones, ancient temples, and star energy are like the living pages of a fairy tale. Everyone approaching it feels both danger and magic. They take their trial and touch ancient wisdom. Targon tells a legend with every step, carries a secret in every shadow, and gives hope with every star's light.